Sawadee ka. Singto Namchok is a legendary ukulele player who, apart from spending a lot of his time here in Phuket, has made a name for himself around the country. He performed at Elan Nawaman on Sunday and at a charity function on the following Tuesday. Sasha caught up with him during his visit to the island.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
ใช่ครับ
Can you sing that a little bit?
Somewhere over the rainbow way up high and the dreams that you did do, why can't I?
As usual, on Wednesdays we'll have a full event guide for you, looking back at the last weekend and ahead to things to do in the upcoming weeks. I'm Kirsty Meyer.
This is News Today.
A massive power cut on Tuesday night plunged Phuket and the whole of southern Thailand into darkness, one of Thailand's biggest blackouts yet. Phuket News TV's Tim Newton was in Phuket town when the blackout happened shortly before 8 p.m.
It was the night the lights went out in Phuket. Here we are in Phuket town. The lights have been out for around about 1.5 hours. There have been reports about the lights and the power being out right around the southern part of Thailand. Apparently, a power station in Suratani might be the problem. We don't know how long the lights are going to be out, but let's hope that they come on very soon because there's not much to do in Patong without the power. Back to you, Kirsty.
The power stayed out in some parts of Phuket until almost midnight, although Patong and parts of Phuket town came back earlier, around 8:30. Since Tim's report, it's now emerged that a fault at a power station in Prachuap Khiri Khan may have caused the blackout to all the provinces in the south. Thailand's national electricity grid is under strain, much of it more than 40 years old, and just not keeping up with the growth in the kingdom. Immigration police raided a Buddhist Wat in Kathu district on Tuesday and arrested 9 people suspected of working illegally. The police had received a tip-off that Chinese people working illegally at a shop in the Wat were selling amulets to visiting Chinese tourists. 8 men and a woman were arrested, all dressed in yellow shirts. They've denied working at the temple and say they were only there to pay their respects, but they've been charged with working without work permits, and the police are now checking other Wats for similar groups of amulet sellers. Phuket's lifeguards have cut an emergency deal with provincial authorities to keep watch on the island's main beaches throughout the stormy month of June. The club's contract was due to run out on May 27th, leaving our beaches unpatrolled until July. But the club and the Phuket Outage Authority have agreed a short-term contract so that the lifeguard patrols can continue until June 28th. After that, the Outage hopes to have a new tendered contract in place for lifeguard services on the island's beaches. You've had your say about this story. Geelong residents said 11 months shouldn't rate as a long-term contract for lifeguards. It's ridiculous that this has to come up every year. Grower Brain Kun Jutapon and the rest who make the decisions join the 21st century, or can't you comprehend the importance of lifeguards? And whilst we're on the beaches, a foreign man appears to have drowned near Patong Beach early on Tuesday. The body of a bald-headed foreign male wearing a red shirt and a ring was found washed up on Patong Beach near Loma Park about 7 o'clock in the morning. The police think he'd been dead about 2 hours when he was found, and they're now trying to identify the body. Finally, the growing monsoon storms are pushing up the price of fish. Local seafood prices are rocketing as supplies dwindle. The problem is that fewer fishing boats are heading out to sea in the stormy weather, where waves of up to 2 metres high are making it difficult for fishermen to land catches. That's pushing the price of fish up, typically to around twice the normal price. The change of season is also affecting the ferry business. Operators report that their passenger numbers have fallen by around half since the high season. You can keep up to date with all the island's news at thephuketnews.com. We'll have another News Today tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Whoa, hello, Sawadee Krap, Pinong Cup. Jason Wilder here from Drive on Phuket's Live 89.5. Feel the fun.
Drive on Live with Jason Wilder, weekdays from 3, brought to you by the Belgian Beer Cafe on Phuket's Live 89.5.